the president's executive order demanding electronic federal payments. But what does this mean for your Social Security benefit? Again, including but not limited to retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, SSI, VA, and RRB. It's a really good question, and what I want to answer for you here in this video, as I have been receiving some questions on this recently down below in the comment section from some of you reaching out saying, what is this all about? Is this true? Yes, it is actually true. It did happen. It is a real executive order that the president did issue, and it does impact monthly benefit checks in a pretty big way for a lot of people, as well as other payments going out that I want to clarify for you here in this short video. Now, super fast, I do want to point out as well, those of you in this community, now that we're in 2026, have been reaching out to Chapter right there, again, getting help with your Medicare, finding the right Medicare plans and coverages, getting your questions on Medicare answered. It's absolutely amazing. So for those of you that are on Medicare at any point, if you have questions on your Medicare, need help finding the right coverages, whatever it happens to be, grab your Medicare card, grab your phone, call Chapter right there. They will absolutely help you out. They've already helped thousands and thousands and thousands of you in this community in the last, call it, year or so, give or take a little bit, and collectively saving a couple $1 million between those of you in this community, which is absolutely amazing. And I'd like to show you this as well. The comments I've pulled right out of the comment section from those of you in this community, page after page after page. Check this out. All these pages, comments and comments from those of you in this community reaching out after talking to them, saving all kinds of money, which is absolutely amazing. Anyway, after you talk to them, by the way, drop a comment down below. Let me know how it goes. Did you save a bunch of money? What happened? Did you get good service? What happened with your experience? Again, drop a comment down below. Use the word chapter. Let me know how it goes. And I'd love to add your comment to the list of all the papers here, and I'll continue to feature you in upcoming videos just like these comments here. All right, anyway. Again, any help with Medicare at any point, call them free, 100% for free. Absolutely amazing. All right, anyway, let's talk about this executive order. And again, I'm not sure why, but recently I've received a number of comments down below. Not a ton, but enough to make me think, this must be out there in the headlines somewhere again. Somebody's maybe talking about this. Who knows what the situation is, but I'm seeing it in the comments section. Enough from those of you in this community. I want to clarify this. And yes, there's actually another reason why early on right here in the year 2026 that we're also going to see this impact a lot of other people as well in a pretty massive way that, well, maybe that's actually the reason why this is being brought up again right now. And who knows, maybe I'll even make you a dedicated video about this because it's actually a pretty big deal that like not many people are realizing. Okay, so it actually goes back about a year ago. It was back in March of last year. Yes, believe it or not, it was in March of last year, 2025, is when this executive order was signed by the president, okay? Remember, here's what he did. March 2025, he signs the executive order that states no more paper payments going out from the federal government to anybody. And again, yes, this includes all payments administered by the Social Security Administration, VA, RRB, again, all of the benefit types, even tax refund payments from the Treasury, IRS, those will not be going out anymore via paper, as in physical checks in the mail, right? Okay, remember that? So here's what's interesting about it, because at the time that he signed this executive order, that's when Doge was in full swing. Remember this? About a year ago, back in January, February, March, April, Doge was in full swing, going nuts, trying to save as much money as they possibly can. So that's where this executive order actually came from, was out of that, as a cost-cutting measure and to make sure that people are getting their necessary money and it's not being intercepted in the mail, as in like a paper check and stuff like that. And it reduced the costs significantly by sending electronic payments versus paper payments, okay? So anyway, long story short is that, yes, this is a real executive order. Yes, it did happen last year. In March of last year, President signed the executive order. Now, did it just go into effect as of the beginning of 2026? No, it actually went into effect back on October 1st of last year, 2025, is when this executive order actually went into effect. So it's already been in effect for, what is that, 4 months now? October, yeah, 4 months now or so. It's actually more than 4 months, okay? But my point being is that it's been in effect since October of last year, 2025, is when this fully went into effect, okay? The elimination of paper payments and only direct deposit, only electronic payments to go out to be deposited into bank accounts automatically, which costs the federal government like a nickel to do. It costs them like 5 cents to do that. Whereas if they were to send a paper payment out, it costs significantly more than that. And the whole idea here is to save money and to safeguard the money of the people that the money is actually supposed to be going to, okay? So yes, this has already been implemented as of October of last year, but again, considering the number of comments I've seen down below, again, not a ton, but I've seen some comments rolling out from those of you in this community across the channel on videos saying, hey, what's this whole thing with, these electronic payments and the president with the executive order, things like that. Yes, this is what it's all about. Now, again, like I said earlier, I may even make a dedicated video about this. Quick little hint, in case you see a video coming up here in the next couple weeks here talking about this, because this will be a big thing. This is going to catch a lot of people off guard, okay? So as we are here approaching the tax filing season in early 2026 on the behalf of 2025, what do about, 200 million people do? File a tax return. And what do a lot of those people want? A tax refund. What do a lot of people get, or how do a lot of people get those tax refunds? Most of which are direct deposit, but some people still like to get a paper check in the mail. Guess what's not going to happen anymore? Paper checks in the mail in the form of tax refunds. Not happening. Along with this executive order, again signed last year in March, went into effect fully in October of 2025, no more paper payments from the federal government unless under very, very specific circumstances in which somebody can substantiate a real substantial reason for why they need a paper payment versus an electronic payment. They're really cracking down on this, and this is the rule. I mean, this is the new rule based on this executive order. So point being is that a lot of people that may be used to getting paper refund payments from the federal government in the form of their tax refund payment, that's not going to be arriving in paper form anymore. It must be electronic, must be an electronic deposit into a bank account, direct deposit, which, to be fair with you, is way faster anyway. So if somebody wants that money quickly, electronic direct deposit is way faster anyway versus a paper payment, which takes forever to actually print up and send out and mail out and actually receive and things like that. Takes a whole lot longer to do it that way than what it does to actually just do a direct deposit right into the bank account of somebody that is due that money. So yes, this does directly impact Social Security benefits, but that should all be hammered out by now. To be fair, that should have been hammered out at the end of last year. Again, October, right around that time frame, and leading up to that, anybody that was still getting paper payments should have been transitioned into electronic payments. If you haven't transitioned into electronic payments, unless you have a substantial reason for why you still need to get paper payments, well, you should have been transitioned into those electronic direct deposit payments, again, months and months and months ago already, no later than October of last year, 2025. Is that going to make sense? Right? So anyway, that is what that's all about. Again, just remember, if you happen to be one of the roughly 200 million people out there that file a tax return, just keep that in mind, that if you do, submit your tax return, again, not saying that you do, again, not tax advice, any way, shape, or form. I'm just simply saying, if you happen to be one of those people and you're due a refund, just recognize, I hope that you're entering direct deposit information on there so that you can actually get that as a direct deposit versus waiting for a paper payment to roll out into your mailbox at some point, which is not going to happen, okay? So I want to make that very clear. Anyway, I hope that helps to better understand the situation here and explain those questions that I've seen down below. And again, as always, if you happen to be one of the nearly 70 million people on Medicare, at any given point, if you have questions on Medicare, if you need help enrolling in Medicare, your initial enrollment, or whatever it happens to be, or if you need help finding the right Medicare coverages for you and your personal needs, again, call Chapter there, phone number's right there. It's 100% for free. They've already helped thousands and thousands and thousands of you in this community, and again, collectively saving a couple $1 million a year, which I think is still absolutely amazing, and that's very, very exciting, okay? Anyway, again, all the comments here, pages and pages of comments. Again, there's more pages than this. This is just a few of them that I have laying here. My point being is that after you talk to them right there to get free help with your Medicare, drop a comment down below on any video. It does not matter. Any video here on the channel, just make sure to use the word chapter. That's the keyword that I search for to find these comments. And let me know how it goes. Did you save a bunch of money? Are you like the average person out there saving $1,100 after working with them? Which, by the way, I have another document here which also points out some of the comments I've taken out of the comment section that have dollar amounts within them saying I saved X dollars per month, X dollars per year, and I've added it to this document. Again, a couple pages here. This is a couple $100,000 worth of savings alone just from these couple pages right here from the people that have called. So anyway, after you call, again, let me know. How did it go? Did you save a bunch of money? Whatever happens to be, I'll grab your comment. I will add your name to these couple lists here, and I'll continue to feature your comments in upcoming videos. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, phone number's there for you, 100% for free. Otherwise, I hope this helps you. Please subscribe down below, 100% free. Big subscribe button. Please share the video. Big share button right down below. Again, share button down below the video. Otherwise, share this phone number. That phone number there for chapter with anybody you know on Medicare. If you know anybody on Medicare, which we all know a bunch of people on Medicare, share that phone number with them so they can also get some free help right now in 2026 as well. Get their questions answered, whatever it happens to be, and also make sure that they are properly covered. They would probably really appreciate that. All right, anyway, please again subscribe, share the video. Until next time, please have a nice day. Again, thanks for joining me, and I will see you again later in the next one. All right, I'll catch you.